What does it really mean to be aging well after the age of 70? Most people think it's about having perfect health, perfect blood pressure, perfect cholesterol, perfect blood sugar, perfect medical reports. But that's not the whole story. Because many people reach their 70s, 80s, and even beyond with a few health conditions and still enjoy active, meaningful, independent lives. Meanwhile, others may have relatively good test results but struggle with everyday tasks that once felt effortless. The truth is that healthy aging often reveals itself in much simpler ways, not through extraordinary achievements, not through athletic performance, not through looking 20 years younger, but through the small, everyday abilities that allow you to continue living life on your own terms. Today we're going to look at 7 signs that often reveal whether a person is aging exceptionally well. And if you recognize yourself in several of these, you may be doing far better than you realize. Let's begin with the first sign, the ability to get up and move without hesitation. This sounds simple, but think about how many times you stand up each day. You get out of bed, you stand from a chair, you get off the couch, you step out of a car. Each of these movements requires strength, balance, coordination, and confidence. Many people don't appreciate how important these abilities are until they begin to fade. If you can still stand up and move around without constantly thinking about every step, that's a valuable sign. It means your body is still supporting your independence. And independence is one of the greatest gifts we can preserve as we age. Now here's the second sign. You can walk comfortably for a reasonable distance. Not run, not compete, not break records. Just walk. Can you walk through a grocery store without feeling exhausted? Can you take a stroll around your neighborhood? Can you enjoy a walk without needing frequent rest? If the answer is yes, that's encouraging. Walking is much more than movement. It reflects the health of your muscles, joints, heart, lungs, and nervous system. Many experts consider walking ability one of the strongest indicators of overall function later in life. Have you ever noticed that some older adults seem energetic wherever they go? Often, they have maintained the simple habit of staying mobile, and mobility creates freedom. The third sign may surprise you. You recover from setbacks. Everyone experiences difficult days, poor sleep, stress, minor illnesses, unexpected challenges. The difference is how quickly you recover. Healthy aging doesn't mean avoiding every problem. It means maintaining resilience when problems occur. Resilience is the ability to adapt, to keep moving forward, to regain your footing after life knocks you off balance. And as we age, resilience becomes increasingly important. Many people assume strength is purely physical, but mental resilience may be just as valuable. Perhaps you've noticed that some people allow every challenge to stop them. Others acknowledge the difficulty and keep going. That ability often makes a remarkable difference over time. The fourth sign involves something we rarely discuss: managing everyday life. Can you still organize your day? Can you remember appointments? Can you handle routine responsibilities? Can you make decisions and solve simple problems independently? These tasks may sound ordinary, but they require many mental skills working together: memory, attention, planning, judgment. When these abilities remain strong, daily life becomes much easier. And perhaps more importantly, confidence remains intact. Confidence often grows from knowing you can handle life's ordinary demands. The fifth sign is one of the most overlooked signs of healthy aging: curiosity. Are you still interested in learning? Do you enjoy discovering new ideas? Do you ask questions? Do you seek new experiences? Many people believe aging naturally leads to becoming less interested in the world, but that's not necessarily true. Some of the most vibrant older adults maintain a strong sense of curiosity. They read, they learn, they explore, they stay engaged with life. Curiosity keeps the mind active. It encourages growth, and it reminds us that learning never truly ends. In fact, many people continue growing intellectually well into their later years, and that may be one of the reasons they remain mentally sharp. Now let's move to the sixth sign, meaningful relationships. Human beings are social by nature. We are designed for connection. Yet, many people underestimate how important relationships become as we age. Do you have people you can talk to? Friends, family members, neighbors, people who know your story, people who care about your well-being. Strong relationships provide emotional support during difficult times. They provide companionship. They provide laughter. They provide purpose. Research has consistently shown that social connection is associated with better health and well-being throughout life. But even without looking at research, most people already understand this from experience. Life simply feels richer when it is shared, and those who continue nurturing relationships often age more successfully than those who become isolated. Now, let's discuss the seventh and perhaps most important sign of all. You still have something to look forward to. Think about that for a moment. When you wake up in the morning, is there something that gives your day meaning? A hobby, a walk, a conversation, a project, a family gathering, a favorite routine, a goal. It doesn't have to be something grand. What matters is having a reason to engage with life. Purpose is powerful. Purpose influences motivation. Motivation influences activity. Activity influences health. And health influences quality of life. This creates a positive cycle. People who maintain a sense of purpose often remain active and engaged for much longer than expected. Now, perhaps you're listening and thinking that you've lost one or two of these abilities. If so, don't be discouraged. Healthy aging is not about perfection. No one maintains every ability exactly as they were decades earlier. The goal is not to become younger. The goal is to continue living as fully as possible. And many of these abilities can be strengthened. Let's look at a few simple actions. First, keep moving every day. Movement is one of the best investments you can make in your future health. Even short walks can make a difference. Second, challenge your mind regularly. Read books. Learn new skills. Explore topics that interest you. Mental activity helps keep the brain engaged. Third, stay connected with people. Call a friend. Visit family. Join a community group. Meaningful relationships require effort, but they are worth protecting. Fourth, practice gratitude. Many people find that focusing on what remains rather than what has been lost creates a healthier outlook on aging. And fifth, maintain a sense of purpose. Always have something on your calendar that excites you, something that gives tomorrow meaning. Before we finish, there's one important idea to remember. Many people spend years comparing themselves to the person they were at 40 or 50. They focus on what has changed, what's slowed down, what no longer feels easy. But that comparison can be misleading, because healthy aging isn't about becoming your younger self again. It's about preserving the abilities that matter most right now. Your independence, your mobility, your resilience, your curiosity, your relationships, and your sense of purpose. These qualities often determine how enjoyable life feels in later years. If you still have several of these abilities, Take a moment to appreciate them. They are valuable. And if some of them need improvement, remember that small daily actions can lead to meaningful progress. One walk, one conversation, one new idea, one healthy habit, repeated consistently over time. The people who age exceptionally well are not necessarily the strongest, the fastest, or the healthiest on paper. Often, they are simply the people who continue engaging with life. They keep moving. They keep learning. They keep connecting. And they keep finding reasons to look forward to tomorrow. And perhaps that's the greatest sign of successful aging of all.